So you were working in New York for a while, and then you went back to Arizona to apply for the Turning Point job?
No, I was in New York. I was casting director. I was signed with a modeling agency. I had just gotten my real estate license 3 months prior to meeting Charlie. And rewind a little bit, I went to Turning Point's office opening for their first building. And Tyler he runs Turning Point Action now. And he said, you need to meet the CEO. I said, okay, great. Met him very quickly, shook his hand, said, hi, nice to meet you. Neither of us thought anything of it. Looking back now, he apparently sat down with Tyler and said, we need to hire, or Tyler said, we need to hire her. And he goes, mm-hmm. And he's like, where's she live? And Tyler said, New York. He's like, okay. I'm gonna have a Fox News hit, and then I'm gonna sit down with her and interview her in New York. So lo and behold, he comes to Manhattan, and I thought, I was so career-minded. My mother raised me to, and this is why I can relate a lot to the Manhattan mindset of a lot of young women, where it's career-oriented. Because my mom used to tell me, don't feel like you need to rely on a man for life and work. And so my mindset, my healthy marriage example was my grandparents. But my mindset was career, career, career. When I met Charlie, the only reason I sat down with him because I thought it was a consulting position for work. I did not date in Manhattan. I saw the pits of hell of the dating pool through my roommates, and I was not touching that with any longest pole you can imagine. I stayed far away from the dating pool in Manhattan. So I viewed it as obviously the job interview that it was supposed to be, and the Lord knew. Charlie, in some way, similar to how, he sees things in a lot of people, in some way, beautifully saved me from a huge mistake of putting career over family and career over husband, because it's easy to do when, as a female, when you see bright lights, big city, but the Lord used him. The Lord used him for me.
How long did it take you to fall in love with him?
That's the funny thing is it's so interesting because when we were sitting there, I fell in love with how brilliant he was to be able to articulate what he believed in. And when he said, I'm not gonna hire you, I'm gonna date you, I knew that was the Lord, because there were so many times where I said, my future husband that's out there, it will be, the only reason why I look up is because the Lord says to look up, and that was something to look up to when someone's like, I'm gonna date you. And so but honestly, it was the constant consistency of, I'm here for you. The little texts in the morning, and then it just continued to grow in a beautiful way. So yes, love at first sight, yes, obviously, but my mindset wasn't there. His was. So you think of it, you're in an interview, you have to totally do a 180 of a mindset. But I honestly, where the depths of the love started was when we were playing basketball together at the gym, just shooting around together.
By the time we saw that video where he introduced you as his fiance, and the two of you were staring at each other.
Oh, I was obsessed. I'm still obsessed with him.
Could not break your gaze. I mean, that's, I think as the kids would say, #goals.
Listening to Erika's testimony fills everything with so much divine weight, because you can truly see God's fingerprints on every step of their journey. She walked into what she believed was just a simple job interview, career-focused, guarded, convinced she was supposed to stand on her own. Yet the Lord redirected her path in the most unexpected and tender way. The way she describes Charlie's steadiness, his clarity, and those small daily moments that quietly nurtured their connection feels like God was gently knitting their stories together long before they even realized it. And when you hear how their love unfolded, it's as if they were stepping into the very future God promised, something far too intentional to be coincidence. It feels like calling, covenant, and God's perfect timing woven into one beautiful story.